Hey, it's time to dish with Dave. That's me. Thank you for viewing this video and making yourself a priority. I am Denise. It is Wednesday, and it is time to bring Wednesday wisdom back. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since we did a Wednesday wisdom, and I thought to myself, you know what? People have been asking for a summer challenge. And I did put out a little PDF last week going over the few things. I asked everyone, I put it in the Facebook group, what do you want to work on? I want this to be a challenge or a change or something to focus on that you want to focus on. I can sit here and make up a list. It doesn't mean it's going to necessarily resonate with you. So I put it out to the masses, say, hey, what would you like to work on for a summer? I'm calling it a summer reset. I'm trying not to use the word challenge because it's not my favorite word. I don't know why. It just isn't. I feel like challenges begin and challenges end. So I feel like if you do it and it's over, it's like, okay, it's done, so screw that, basically. So I want it to be a change. I want you to pick out, I will put the PDF link in the description box if you wanted to print it out. I did put it in the Facebook group. It is under files. You can go in there and find it. I made a little summer thing. I could actually show you what it looks like. I do have my iPad. I have been loving having an iPad. I got this last year, and I really have enjoyed it. So that's what it looks like. Little beach scene because it was summer, and summer doesn't start till next week, and I know that. But there's definitely prep involved in starting anything. So there are 5 things that I picked from what all you guys have submitted, and I kind of tried to condense them. I feel like I hit pretty much 90% of them, and I will go over them really quickly. Number 1 is honest food tracking. A lot of people need to be honestly food tracking. Some people you don't. That's not something you need to work on. So, like I said, you pick as many or as little as you like. But that was number 1. Number 2, talk positively to yourself. Resist dissing yourself and replace negative comments with positive feedback. How many times have we done that? When you ate something you didn't want, why did I do that? Oh, I'm such a loser. I cannot get through a day. That's not going to help your situation. So talk positively to yourself. Say, yeah, I probably shouldn't have had that, but you know what? I ate it. It's done. I'm moving on. And you know what? That's not going to wreck my journey. And it isn't. Number 3, daily water. Daily water in. Whatever your goal is for that. Like, you choose how much water. I'm not going to sit here and say, you should be drinking 60 ounces of water. Because honestly, some people can. And some people shouldn't because with their health issues. Definitely, let's put, before you even hit the, definitely make sure you have had your checkup. If you haven't had it in the last year, that's what you should be doing first. You call your doctor. We are all entitled to a checkup every 365 days with, I believe there's no copays involved. That's been for a while. At least I know it is for where we are. I'm pretty sure it is for everywhere. It's kind of like it was put on like when they made Obamacare and all that. So this is pretty much of a thing throughout the country. One, like I said, well, sad part about that is, though, you can't talk about anything else. Like, if you want to have a laundry list of issues, then they will be like, well, this isn't a checkup, and we're going to have to charge you, or. But I say just go get the checkup, let them do what they always do, and then make the appointment for all the other issues. But absolutely, go get your checkup. We earned it, and you're entitled to it once a year. And that's why, make sure the doctor should tell you how much water to drink. Like, some people are on different kinds of medications. Some people have other health issues. Don't be listening to some girl on YouTube telling you what to do. Because they don't know your history. They don't know anything. I don't know anything. I don't. And I freely admit that. I definitely think you should check with your health provider for that. But definitely, a little bit more water never hurt anybody. But I'm going to say, you should be drinking 60 to 80 ounces of water a day. And some people can do that, and that's great. I'm just saying, just make sure that you're all right with that. Daily walk or whatever form of movement or your exercise is. Again, it's movement. It doesn't have to be formal exercise. Don't feel you have to go out and join a gym. No, you can put on a workout video on YouTube. You can just walk around your house. I always put, if I'm going to be doing, especially housework, put your little app on other and get those steps to count, because maybe you're just going to do a step challenge for yourself. I want to do X amount of steps a day. But again, make sure you've checked with your healthcare provider, because maybe you're not allowed to do that kind of, you always have to be proactive in your health. But for me, that was the one that hit home because that is something I have not been doing because it was going over in my head. We'll get back to that. So we only have one more to do. 5, mindful of portions, weigh, and measure. We could eat anything as long as you look at the back and see what the portion is on the box. When people say, "Oh, I can't have Kraft macaroni and cheese," you can. Just have to look at the portion and track it. You might not be able to free pour that mac and cheese. Hi, I'm Denise. I have a problem with my weight, which means I cannot be trusted to guesstimate. On some things I can, but some things like pasta and rice, pretty much I do try and weigh and measure them because I can be a little bit heavy-handed. And you can say, so, well, you're only going over by a little. True, but I want to have the correct portion. And if once you weigh and measure enough, you will see the correct portion. Like I said, I pretty much know the correct portion. I'm never happy with it. Let's put that out there into the masses. I'm not happy with it. I'm like, oh, man, I want more. But those are the 5 things. So back to what I was going to say about the walking. Back when and I only bring this up because I think a lot of people resonate with, a time in our lives in 2020. I hit goal and lifetime January of 2020. But Weight Watchers shut down March of 2020. So I was at goal. I was a little bit under goal at that point. And we didn't have a meeting. We didn't have anywhere to go. And I was starting to panic thinking, oh my gosh, because I was a person that needed that weigh-in. I needed that accountability and I didn't have it. I was so afraid. It took me so long to get the goal. And a goal I never thought I'd ever get to. Let's be honest about that. I never thought I'd hit goal. It was never a plan. So I got really upset and nervous and scared. So I started doing exercise because at that point I had never exercised. I lost all of my weight with 0. I mean, I had movement. I mean, I worked in school and I did yard, recess duty. So I was walking, but nothing formal, nothing that was definitely repetitive, in form of exercise. So I had all this time on my hands. School was closed. So I was worried that I was going to let myself go. I was scared. So I decided that I had to do some formal exercise. So what I did was I started Glam Squad. Number 1, that is a group I do on Zoom where we walk to a Leslie Sansone video. And number 2, I started doing a morning walk. After I brought Bailey back from his walk, I went out and did a mile. And I thought, I forgot about that. I forgot about doing that extra mile. What's he doing up there? So that is something I started to decide I need to bring back. So I'm here to tell you that day 3, I am on my morning mile. So yes, this is the 3rd day I've done my morning mile. And I feel really good. I mean, and I'm trying to get it back in the day when I was doing it. I was able to do it under 20 minutes. I think it was at 16 or 17 minutes for a mile. I know, Papa, look at me go. So, but now I'm working on, I was happy that I got it under 20. And each time I go out, I get a little bit lower, a little bit closer to my goal. So that's my goal, is to get back to that 16-minute mile if I can. But getting out there every day and getting that walk in is what I am working on for my summer reset. I feel like I have a lot of the other things pretty much focused and in control, but I don't have that. And that is what I am working on. All right, sorry about that, Bailey. I want this to be a challenge for behaviors, a challenge for habits, not weight loss. I am not trying to do this for weight loss. I mean, that being said, if you do things that are listed here, you may see weight loss. You might, but I don't want that to be the central focus. I want the focus to be doing better for ourselves, being mindful for ourselves, moving ourselves, feeding ourselves like the water that we need, feeding ourselves the good foods that we need. I mean, yeah, a lot of us like stuff we probably shouldn't. And I'm from the belief, and some people aren't, and that's okay, that I think if you want something bad enough, you're going to have it. So why not find a way to fit it in? Whether that be cheese. Like, some people don't eat cheese. I was one of those people a few years ago where I wouldn't pay the Weight Watcher points for cheese. I have 23 points. Do I really want to spend 2 to 3 of those on a slice of cheese? I would have said no. I'm not spending that points on a piece, so I didn't eat cheese. I would eat probably like Laughing Cow cheese because I can get, and I do like Laughing Cow cheese. Not that I don't like it, but that was the one I chose because I can have a whole wedge for 1 point. I'll give it 1 point. But now, when my focus isn't about the points, it's about the food, and that's where the difference of macros, calories versus points comes into play. That slice of cheese is sometimes 60 calories. And I get like, right now I'm actually getting more because of the increased exercise. So I get around, for weight loss, around 1600, I think, 1580, something like that. So I can fit that 60 calorie piece of cheese in. So, but that's where my focus is. Now, back in the day, I didn't care because it didn't bother me, but I kind of felt like I kind of got burnt out with points. And I'm hoping upon hoping that the program does a nice 180 and changes up, and maybe, I'm giving it till hopefully November, and if I don't see a change, then I will probably cancel my membership. I still have it. I will keep it to November because I'm holding out hope. Because I'll be honest, Weight Watchers is easy. Weight Watchers is very easy, very doable. You don't feel so restricted for some things. But you get punished for a piece of cheese. I know it might sound silly, but that's just one thing, though. There's several things that come up like that. I'm just giving you cheese as an example. But I'm hoping upon hoping that things change. I will say when you break it down into the calories. Now, I've also had issues where when I had all these calories, I was able to eat more junk because I could fit all that in. So it kind of does work. You have to have a good balance with anything that you track. Just because I can doesn't mean I should. So I've had to really take back and try to really refocus how I was doing my calorie macro things. And I did videos on that and explained all that. And so for my focus, it's just good habits. If weight loss comes, great. If it doesn't mean I'm a failure. It doesn't mean I'm depressed. It doesn't mean I'm upset. I'm trying to take that out of the main focus. Like, a lot of people will be like, I'm tired of being food obsessed. And a lot of people are, because it's like you're so obsessed, and then nothing happens. And you're like, it's like such a far fall from where you want to be. But if you take into health, like, I mean this because it's better for me. I mean this because I'm eating less because I should. I'm sticking to portions because that's what you're supposed to do. So as long as you get those things under control, I'm a believer, that you will see weight loss eventually. But you're not here for that. You're here for a good, healthy habit, healthy challenge, healthy change, healthy focus. And if weight loss comes, it comes. And that's great. It's a bonus. And if it doesn't, you're still healthier. You're still making better choices and doing better for yourself. It's been a fun video. So that is what I wanted to come on here and say. We're probably going to do maybe weekly videos. Maybe we'll do some lives, dare I say. People really miss the lives, and and it's a great check-in. And I like the lives because you get to participate. It's not just about me. You guys come in and out, and that's what makes it so fantastic. So we may revisit, doing a weekly, other than Sunday. Sunday's on its own. It's a separate animal. But doing it during the week, maybe Wednesdays. Like, it's a hump day. Call it the hump day. The hump day check-in, where we're just checking in. Like, say, hey, we're just checking in. How you doing? How's your week? And some people might need a boost. Some people might need a pat on the back. Some people might need an applause. So I think that's, the focus of this is just reiterating to them, we know it's hard. We're here for you. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's ugly. Sometimes it's celebratory. So all those things encompass your, summer reset. So if that is something that you're interested in, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Join us here at Dish with D, where we're just trying to reset summertime. Just because it's summer and life's a little bit loosey-goosey, because it is. Life's easy. We have grilling, we have pools, we have outside, we have fresh, well, at least in my area, we have fresh produce around, and it's definitely a great time to be alive, actually. As long as it doesn't get too hot, and it can get really hot here in New Jersey, I will tell you that. But raise your glass right now. I'll wait. Or stop the video. Go get your glass, because I can be a while. Raise your glass to us. To us. Cheers. We are going to have a good summer reset. Because you know why? Because we deserve it. Yes, we do. We deserve it. And we need to focus on these habits to make it happen. So again, you pick what you want. You pick as many as you want. You want to do all 5? Go ahead. More power to you. But you do what you need to do. And like I said, I am focusing on the movement that I kind of let go. And it's funny when you really think about it. You let it go. I did. But you know what? I'm on day 3 and I'm feeling really good. And we'll see where it goes. So let me know if you are into this. Comment down below. You can comment with a thumbs up. You can comment I'm in. Like I said, I'll have the PDF down below. It's still on the community post. You can go there if you can't print it from the PDF. Or you don't need to print it. You don't really need to do it. You can just look at it. You can just sit there and save it and then like there it is. Okay. It's right there. Save it to your iPad. So you can look at it, or like I said, like to print it, put it in your refrigerator, just to remind yourself that I'm doing this for me. And guess what? You're worth it. Every day's not going to be perfect. Every day doesn't have to be perfect. This has to be good. I strive for good. I don't strive for perfection because I would disappoint myself over and over again. You strive to be good, and that's all you can do. So like I said, if you are new here and you haven't yet hit that subscribe button, there's a subscribe button. Notice here, Dish with D. Hit that notification bell, let you know when I upload. This way you'll know when the challenge video goes up. And what do you think about maybe doing, I would love to do a morning live, like now at this time. Well, you don't even know what time it is. It's 11 a.m. here where I'm at. I would love to do it now, but I know it doesn't fit into everybody's schedule. But that is something I would like to do. So we'll see. We'll come up with something. You know I always do. And remember, I do host Glam Squad on Zoom. Me and Lori Mashburn. She co-hosts with me. If you're interested in a walking group, everything is in the Facebook group. If you don't do Facebook, you can email me and I will send you the link schedule with all the information to join us on Zoom. You're all welcome. It's free. You just show up and you walk, and then we chit-chat afterwards. It's a lot of fun. We've had a few new people join. You know, that's been since 2020. Here we are, 2024. Glam Squad has been going strong for 4 years. That, my friends, is crazy stuff. Very crazy. So, I don't know. Just never know what's going to take off, and that did. So, that is it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will dish with you another day. Have a great rest of your day, and let's get our summer reset.